you understand? A CPS victim needs a helping hand.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Tiff.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, I guess pretty good for right now.
Yeah.
It's still early. Haven't had enough chances for everybody to chew me out yet, so we're doing good. We're doing all right.
Oh, you're so funny.
Bill, I mean, how are you doing?
I'm excited because our rally is tomorrow,
Hey, everybody.
and
Tomorrow's the. Oh, I'm still wearing my gloves. Look at. Call me OJ.
no, you didn't go there.
Yeah. If it don't fit, you must
You
have
must
quit.
have quit.
There it is.
And the president of the National Foundation for Parental Rights just emailed me back and gave
Good
me
deal.
all his PowerPoints, and there is case law in there.
Mm,
And I'm excited for tomorrow.
it's gonna be good.
It
I mean,
is.
it's we're turning the focus towards him. I'm excited to hear someone in the movement different that I mean, he's a prestigious man, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say about well everything. I guess. I mean, you talk to him and everything, so you know what he's more or less about. But I mean, I'm excited to hear what he has to say and to hear what he's got for uh, anything really. But it's going to be a new way to look at things and to hear what his organization is doing and. 'Cause I know that there are a lot about parental rights, but like it seems like all of these groups are starting to branch out, and everybody's getting in. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting. Of course, you're going to be doing 50. Well, whoever we're going to be doing the 50 cases, the first 50 cases, right? In the case law. Are you
Well,
going
I
to
don't
switch into
know.
that?
I don't know if we're going to be able to because I did ask, he asked me how much time he would have. And I was like, you can have as much time as you want. You could do the whole damn
Yeah.
2 hours as far as I'm concerned.
Well, yeah, you're right.
So
He
this is the email um that I sent him and the response that I got back. Hold on, I just got to find it because I got a lot of emails from him.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We got. Oh, so while she's looking for that, so guys, I on YouTube, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but they have what they call a community. I mean, plus we have the CPS breaking news website, but I want to turn this focus to the community on YouTube. But I want to start putting out a newsletter. And Candle, what's up? I want to start putting out a newsletter, and I want everybody to sign up for it. And you can sign up for it in on our website, cpsbreakingnews.com, and I'll email it. I'm thinking once a week, right? We should do one once a week, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll start doing these. We'll do these newsletters once a week. It's just a quick, not quick, but I wrote up a story last night about how CPS is, killing kids really in custody. And it's about that 3-year-old that was in Alabama, and then there's some stuff that went, that goes with it. Also, I don't know if you guys, I found out. Let me see here. After last night's episode, I went looking for it, and if you guys clicked on that link that I put up last night for the statistics, I'll have to go back and look at the episode because I didn't do it. But I did see the number of kids last year that died in custody, and I believe it was somewhere along the lines of 2,000 kids died in custody last year while their parents were, doing whatever they had to do to, uh, finish their services, supposed or whatever. But yeah, it was near 2,000 kids, and that's damn near way too many. That's for damn sure. Um,
So
and
I
that's
found the email
yep,
and I sent this to him. He lives in the same county I do. It says, Tiffany, I see from your other email, the date is August 2nd. I can be there and would be happy to speak about the Parental Rights Foundation and our model bills to fix the problems in CPS.
oh
Let
yeah,
me know how long or short I should plan to make that so that I can prepare accordingly. So he will be there. And from what I see on some of his PowerPoints, he does have case law. And they're going to talk about the bills that they're trying to get passed. And see, they're not just local here in Virginia; they're nationwide.
Right.
So they follow all the states and help get bills passed in other states. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really good. We're going to learn another way to kick some ass. That's what we need to learn. Tear these bastards down. And you know what else is going to be even cooler tomorrow night? After that, we got Henry's new show coming up tomorrow night. So that will be freaking awesome too. Um, I wanted to just say the name of it, but I was afraid I was going to say it wrong. So let me get the notebook out just to be sure I have the proper name of it. Unless Henry is watching right now and he wants to go ahead and throw it up. Henry, the name of your show tomorrow night. I know I was right, but just in case I wasn't, it's come on, Henry. I was just working on the thing too. I just don't want to say it backwards because I've been saying it backwards, kind of like Beauty and Ashes. I had that wrong for a little while too, and I kept saying Ashes and Beauty, and
I know I did too.
I don't want to do that to Henry, so I'd rather just ask him right here because it's in my notebook right here.
So everybody needs to sign up or register for this tomorrow because Darren is putting a packet together for people that cannot be here in person. And Darren, I've got to get those papers from you.
Yes,
you sent me the wrong thing because I got to print mine out for the people that come personally.
Right, but you can't email people print stuff.
Right. But what we plan on doing.
Equal and the Same, Henry, is your show, and I host tomorrow night at 8:00. So make sure that you guys are here for that. It's going to be good stuff. You know what? That gives a good amount of time between the
seminar,
webinar, Ralinar, whatever we call it. But it gives enough time there so you get a nap, something to eat, and everything else, and you get wound up for Equal and the Same with Henry. That's going to be some good stuff. Make sure you get your notebook and you got your fast writing hand on because Henry can talk and he will tell you a lot of stuff. But the good thing about this is that it is digital. It is on YouTube and many other platforms, and you can save it and go back and rewatch it. But I have a feeling that he's going to put so much information in this thing that you might want to plan on doing that anyway. So instead of slaving this up for an hour, why don't you say 2? Because you're going to have to watch the original episode and then you're going to have to watch it again. Because Henry's got just so much damn information. So I think that everybody should just go buy a new notebook tomorrow, Tiff, because I feel like it's going to be a notebook type of day.
Yeah, and I'm going to turn it on tomorrow and watch while I'm putting them to bed. So because that's around my bedtime and their bedtime.
Okay, yeah. So. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, at least as long as you're up for it and everything, I don't want you to get overtired.
Oh, I'll be fine.
I know the Ralinar takes a lot out of you, so.
Yeah, because I'm old.
I know. I was just going to say that, but you took my thunder from me.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yep. So the packet that you're going to get is going to be the first 50 of the case law that we have. And then we can go over those on Monday night because he might not. I know he doesn't have all that we have. I'm actually going to give it to him tomorrow. And then a letter for the school because you don't contract with the school and you're going to put all your information on it. Right. And then Darren did a really awesome card and then finished the back of it today.
Yep. I did it under the pressure of Tiff.
Huh?
So I said I did it under the pressure of you.
He did it under duress.
Yeah, I was definitely under duress for that one. For sure. I don't know if you guys have ever been on the phone with Tiffany and she's putting you under pressure, but it's not good. It's nothing enjoyable about it at all. Not one bit.
So once you get them, take them to Staples, or I'm going to learn how to laminate stuff here. Oh, boy, but get the card laminated and put it on your child's book bag.
You're going to have melted plastic all over everything and burnt. The dog's going to have cards stuck to its ear.
Well, I can't send that to you to fix it, so I guess I better get it right the first time.
Yeah, you better. Well, I mean, it could be worse. Your cat could be outside with a fly strip attached to its tail running around right now, but I can't take it off because we're doing a show. So either the cat, I'm going to go outside and the cat's going to have the whole neighborhood of cats stuck to it, or a bunch of mice or something, I rectified it in my own mind to come and do the show so the cat could run. I was like, some dirt's got to get into it to make it so it loosens off of it. I know that that's the wrong answer, Now it's just going to be more dirt on the tape to get off, and I'm going to get hit by a rock-covered fly strip now, trying to get it away from this little cat. Probably break the lens on my glasses, but who knows? So I'll need some prayers from everybody after the show to get the fly strip off of my cat's tail, or get the fly strip off of one of my many cats.
Yeah.
Whatever one comes first. Alicia says she bought herself a new notebook already. Good girl. Good girl, Alicia. That a girl. Yep. So what's going on with everybody up there this morning? Um, did I finish talking about the newsletter? I did, right?
You're gonna
Yeah,
put it out once a week.
once a week. And so I guess we'll say we'll put it out on, how about Fridays? Friday seems like a good newsletter day, right? Because nobody sees us over the weekend. So after Friday's show, we'll ship it out.
Yeah, because then you can cover everything that we went over all this whole
Yeah,
week.
recap, season recap, a weekend review, we'll call it. And then we can put up some notes. Oh, I also put the blogs up on the website. I attached those, so look for those too. The blogs are on the. I got to show everybody how to do them, but every show that we have now has a blog. Oh, that one doesn't have a fly strip attached to it.
No, but
Every
he's destructive.
Yes, well, put a fly strip on them and see what happens. Um, and I was going to tell you, I forgot to tell you when you told me the story, Mary and I, your story. Oh, Jesus, this one was jealous, I guess. Had to come up and see what's going on. All right, Peaches, come on. Let's get down, honey. This is the little one. Do you remember the one that used to stand on my shoulder? And got all the shows? This is that one right here. This is Peaches. She's the one. Oh, look, it's a little catathon. Isn't that cute? Little catathon. But yeah, this is the one that was up there on my shoulder. She's too big for that now. She has a little litter of kittens. She's a mommy. She's a mom now. And people want to buy the kittens, and I just can't seem to get myself to sell them. Mary's getting quite angry about that. But I look at it like, it's kind of like CPS coming, like the little kitties getting taken. Oh, it's a terrible feeling. We actually had someone come to buy two of them because we said you can't just take one. You have to have two of them. And she came to buy two, and I said, no, four. And then she wouldn't take four. So they left. Mary goes, how did it go? I said, she wouldn't take them. She goes, I told her it was two. I said, well, I told her it was four. So, yeah. Anywho, so, oh, the whole point is that one of our cats did too get stuck to one of the flat things too. The little thing that they get stuck to. So, anyway, Henry, if you want to pop in and talk your show up for a second, you're more than welcome to. I did ask Dr. Fowler to join us in a quick invitation this morning, but I don't see her in the back room, so I don't see her popping in here. Yeah, awesome, Classic Mommy. Thank you so much. We are too. Tiffany's, of course, live at the location. So if any of you guys are near Winchester Library, then please go ahead and get there. Mitch will be there running the DJ booth, and they have, I think you guys serve refreshments and things, right? Or are you not doing that at the library?
We're not doing that at the library this time because if people mess it up, we have to pay $75. So we're just having bottled water.
Yeah, that's good. You can't mess water up.
Right. No.
Yeah. I could, but we figure that one out. Henry, all right, buddy. Let's give Henry the link. He wants to come in and say hello to everybody. Here we go, Henry. Henry, you have the link, I believe, right? Yeah, use that link that you have, bud. Come on in. We'll get Henry in here to talk his show up. Maybe I can put the last finishing touches on his graphics. Well, maybe I won't, but I thought about it. We'll make it a surprise for his show tomorrow. Also, there was something else that I wanted to tell everybody. Oh, make sure, like you said, Tiff said, do the register. Now it's right on the front page of the website, right there, guys. All you got to do is go in there, put your email address and your name, and then press send, I believe, and then we'll get the notification that you're attending, and then we can also, in turn, send you the day in review packet or whatever we'll call it.
And if
Yeah.
you're in person, you will still get the packet. The only thing that won't be in there, that's why we're gonna put a paper up to put your email address on there, is because the first 50 of the 154 cases will not be printed out because it takes a lot of paper, and I don't have time to print all of them. So we'll be putting paper out if you're local for you to put your email address on, and Darren will send me the first 50 because he broke them up for me because I'm just so illiterate. I don't know how to do any of that shit.
Yep. I did not know how to
Yeah.
do that right now, but thank you. I did do that for you. I will get that done as soon as we're off the air, and I will find the new school packet. And if you guys if you register, we'll make sure that you guys get that information for the show. All right, our man Henry is in the house here. Let's bring him out. He better be having his shades on. What we got, Henry? Where are we at? Henry's coming through. Henry Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Come on, Henry. He's there. Says HM. That's him, Henry. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Sorry,
Henry.
guys. I had to go to the bathroom really quick, so I just shut off the camera.
Oh, all right.
Um,
Well, hopefully he
Good
doesn't
morning. Did you guys see the forward link I gave you guys this morning about Maine and the ombudsmans, huh?
Yeah, sure
I
did.
think it's kind of crazy because honestly, from my research, they really have no authority and power. They're supposed to only direct and mediate through the program, services, and activities.
Right. They're supposed to be their own neutral character, man, and they are not that at all.
Nope, but it was quite impressive. Then my next one was one of the senators I'm dealing with just got indicted by the FBI. Love it. Doug McCory, Hartford, Connecticut. And you know what it's over, guys? Pot. And that's why I sent you that one complaint. I used that one complaint because, again, Connecticut went nuts. Oh, it's medically necessary. The people with disabilities who truly need it, because when I was at the judiciary level, I think it was in 2012, complaining like everybody else about family courts and the corruptions. There was one woman that was fleeing to Maine to get seizure medicine for her disabled child. Because again, there's a lot of the cannabinoids and everything from what I've learned that help, manage seizures with little kids. And I couldn't believe it that, again, DCF was after her. Again, it just makes no sense to me what's going on in this country.
They tried that in Virginia. They tried to take a child because a mom was going from Virginia to Colorado because her child had epilepsy, and the cannabis oil actually helped control them. So our governor at the time wrote into law that no parent can be prosecuted, nor can CPS take them for leaving the state to go get medicine for their child. Of course, they don't believe, the state doesn't believe it. Oh, it's still in the federal registry.
Yeah.
And again, the 504 has been updated to be saying what's medically necessary. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. And again, my feeling is before you go see Pfizer's and you go put your kid on Ritalin, why wouldn't you try an alternative? And again, we don't know what's in our food line anymore. We don't know what's in our medicines anymore. And I don't know.
Yeah, the whole world is crazy.
I tried to tell my sister that even though they legalize marijuana as recreational here, CPS is still taking children, right? Because her state is legal. She was like, "You're just exaggerating." I said, "Oh, you think I'm exaggerating?"
Yeah,
she looked it up. She's like,
again,
"I can't believe."
It would have to go to the peer review articles that shows the medical harm. Where is the medical harm?
Where is any of the harm? Really? Let's be honest here.
And again, we all have endocannabinoid systems from what I've learned sitting in meetings. And again,
what was that word? Endocannabinoid?
Yeah. It's like our dopamines and our happiness. And who's to say that you're have enough or don't, or it's regulated and misregulated? Who's to say this? We don't have the medical testing.
Endocannabinoid. Endocannabinoid.
Yeah, there was actually the big pharma that was sued in Connecticut, tried putting a doctor on the stand to testify against it because they're trying to synthesize this. Why would you synthesize it? I don't get it. If it's made in nature, then it should be okay. And I ain't saying for everybody to go out today and swallow peyotes either. You know,
Right.
there is a limit, we'll say, to what can be done. But with autistic children, I know in Massachusetts they're trying to use THC, not THC, LSD, which again that goes back to the 80s. And again, you're seeing a lot of studies across this country, even about mushrooms, magic mushrooms being microdosed. And again, is it correct or not? I don't know. It's been on the planet for millions of years. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not an expert at it. But it makes sense to me. I'd rather have that as a natural medicine versus something that they're cooking up in a lab.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that.
If the person needs it or benefits. And the only way you know if you benefit is like your doctor. When you go to your doctor, hey, doc, I got strep throat. Here, take this. If it doesn't work in 2 weeks, you give me a call. That's modern medicine today, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you say? Like, well, it's like the dopamine, right? Is that what that's kind of going for? It's kind of going for that feel good stuff, right? Is that what the
Right,
endocannabinoid
exactly.
is?
It's about the body regulating itself and what's interrupting all these kids today, with their bodies not being regulated.
Henry, what do they say is truly happening to these kids?
Man, I don't know. I just look at the Amish study again that was done in 2004 out of Pennsylvania. Their rates and their problems are not there like ours. And again, I believe it's lifestyle. I believe the Indians of this country had it right. You got to live with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
That's my belief. But I mean, obviously I'm surrounded by concrete walls and who knows what else, radiation or radon. I'm sorry, not radiation. Again, we don't know.
Does the ADA approve of the treatments that Child Protective Services is forcing onto the kids? Do they support these treatments like the Ritalin and the Adderall and and the way that they just go ahead and just throw it right at them? You're like, oh, you're taking from CPS and you just acted up, you little 3-year-old. Put them on Adderall.
To my knowledge, DCF does not have a doctor that's a treating doctor of any of our kids. You'd have to refer back to your treating doctor. And again, this is what I'm saying here. You got to go to your data and get it and go to your doctor and say, Doc, do you feel that this is abusive or non-abusive or in between? Because again, in my opinion, if you have a treating doctor, who is the government to go against that treating doctor?
Right, which they're not. Well,
that's what I'm saying to you. You have to dig in underneath the ADA and really start fighting and do it in writing, because writing is the only thing that could be unrefuted. In the other night show, somebody was asking me about, how much do you get for this, that? It's per occurrence. So if every day you're filing and you're demanding to file an investigation of discrimination by a CPS worker, every day you're writing similar and same to my paperwork, but that's all we need to know. First off is who is the designated responsible employee for that department. I want to know who 28 CFR 35.107 is. If you don't have it, then the rest of the administration is not in compliance, because that's the big kahuna. It's like your governor, you know what I mean? And then that person would, at the departmental level, would answer to somebody at the administration level. The administration level would then have to answer to the legislative or judiciary. There's 3 branches of government.
Right.
That means there has to be 3 different at the big level who's monitoring the funding. And again, where is it? If it's not going on, then they're racketeering the dollars because they're choosing to pick what parts of the ADA that they want to decide to enforce. Congress has already ruled. That's it. You have to enforce it all. You have to give the opportunity to level the playing field so these people are equal and the same as everyone else.
I tell CPS workers that will say, Oh my God, we understand that weed is legal here, but it's still on the federal registry. And I said, you can't pick and choose what laws you want to follow. You have to follow the law, period.
No. And again, I would think just by your own state, in at least in Connecticut, they have the Department of Consumer Protections that are regulating it, and they've recognized certain, like glaucoma or whatever else. I'm just using. I'm not familiar with them all. Just trust me, guys. I haven't been up on what's going on there. It's not my thing. But again, I would sit there and say that if one state recognizes it as medically necessary, how does your state get to refute it without having an MD doctor in place?
Right.
Again, this is what I'm saying to you. And when somebody comes knocking on your door, what's your effective training? What's your knowledge? You're a social worker. What do you know about this experience here? And then at that, like last night's show, I'm sorry. I know too many people that are social workers in schools, and they got really screwed up freaking families. And again, I'm not sure on when you take these liberals and you put them in a position that they're in, that are their home life safe and equal and the same to yours and mine? Do they have the same morals as me, you, or anyone else? Match it up. If that's the case, then to really examine somebody's family life, you would have to be equal and the same.
That's right.
And again, if they're not, if they're, let's just say, and I'm just using this as radicalness. Let's just say you have somebody that's a Hamas. You know what I mean? They don't believe in what I believe in. I'm sorry. I think Tiffany can sit next to me and order me around because it's part of what Tiffany is.
Oh my God.
We had to throw that in this morning.
Did you hear that, Darren? Did you hear that?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. I heard that.
But other countries will say Tiffany does not have a voice, and they bring this to their religious beliefs. And again, if my religious beliefs are Christian, I don't get how you would even match up.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. What do we got to do here?
And again, guys, it's not about nothing more than starting to protect yourself, because I'm telling you, once you get into the courtroom, there's no ability to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself before you get into the courtroom. And Tennessee Lane makes it very clear. It starts at the administration level. It starts upon, and again, absent an emergency. Let's just say that 911 was called. The ADA is out the door. They're investigating. But if they come to a predetermined meeting, no, they have to comply. They have plenty of time to comply. And is it the answer all? No. But if we get enough people showing that DCF and CPS is not appropriately using their federal dollars, this is where, again, we're showing the system is fraud. If they choose that they want to spend the federal dollars under hobnobbing meetings or like what the IRS did, had a big convention out in Vegas. I don't know, wasn't that a $23 million training course that they did? Remember that? It was a few years back, but again, that's the first one that can come to my mind.
Yeah, I don't know if it was I don't know. I'm not sure.
It was like $23 million. All the IRS people had a big convention over in Las Vegas, and the Fed said, "What?"
Oh, I do remember that. Now that you're saying that, yeah, okay, I do remember that vaguely, but I do.
And again, what this is leading to with Doug McCory, from what I just read in the article, it's about how they're pondering the money to nonprofits. And again, I'm sorry, a nonprofit is still a subcontractor of the state. They have an affirmative obligation to ensure the state's rights and regulations are put in their place. And state cannot waive a federal civil rights. They just can't waive it.
Right.
And that's our goal. And I can't wait to tomorrow's meeting. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good stuff, man.
I don't know. I'm not the save all here, guys, but I can only preach what I've been through as hell.
I think, you know what, and any little bit that you're going to spit out at it is going to be amazing, and it's going to be awesome, because you know what, people don't know enough about the ADA, and I don't even think it's the matter of the facts that they know enough about it, but they don't know how to use it to invoke it. They don't know what's being covered, who's being covered, what is it, like, and I think that's the good stuff. And I think if you take it from you're explaining it to a 3-year-old man right from the beginning, and like how you even get to it and where it comes from, and all of that, I think that would be a tremendous help to people, because I think that a lot more people out here should be covered under the ADA than they are
Well,
getting
it
help.
should be a teaching. It should be a teaching of the rights, because they're federally funded through USEFs, through P&As, through educational purposes. I mean, it should be part of the teaching of the civil right for the last 35 years in your state.
Right.
And the one I sent you guys yesterday for that meeting on the 504 in regards to education, I attended that meeting. And of course, I threw out my wise guy questions. First off, again, how can a school system deny you the designated responsible employee 28 CFR 35.107? He reads the question. He goes, I don't know what 28 CFR 35.107 is. Guys, if you're not Googling that number, that's where it starts, because that's the person like your police chief or your town mayor that everybody answers to. He's the one or she who's been designated in writing. So again, that's another thing. I can give examples of that, because we had one clown called Donald DeFranzo, which again, he was appointed during our Raymond versus Rollman settlement agreement, which that's the only settlement agreement that's hit my judiciary to be at the Capitol to be accepted by our legislators. So again, when I say to you, this is very important, dig into it. Go to the ADA.gov for put in your state and see what they got for agreements. Now, if they got one for the police department, they got one for a school, they got one for a town, you start combining all that data. I know Rocky Hill, Connecticut got nailed on insulin. You can't tell me that kid can't come to school because we can't inject them with insulin. Are you kidding me?
Henry, what do you think about this? Alicia says they use her medical marijuana card against her. What do you think about that?
Repeat that one more time.
Alicia says that they use her medical marijuana card against her. So I'm assuming that she means CPS is using her medical marijuana card against her. Now, as far as the ADA goes with that, do they have any sort of play in that?
I would put in an objection. I would put in an objection. To get your medical card, don't you have to have a doctor to sign off? Who is your doctor on the other side that's refuting my doctor's wrong?
Right.
That's called ongoing medical treatment. I'm not seeking treatment from them. So how can you even, isn't that called malpractice?
Or practicing medicine without a license?
Or consent? What about consent? That's a huge one. I give no consent everywhere I'm going. Even last night, Tiff, you sent me one about a gentleman who was using about child support, which I started following him, and I thought it was very interesting. That guy I would like to meet one day. But
he must be talking about Adrian, because
yes, that's the name.
And
oh boy,
out of New York. He seems like a real hot firecracker.
You two would be something right there. You two would be a freaking. Oof.
I would love to meet him because he was into the Title IV.
No. It wasn't Adrian. It was Amen Osiris.
Yes, Amen Osiris. Sorry.
He is actually in Pennsylvania, and he's been on my show before, and he too is another one. But there is one in New York, and his name is Chris, and he does child support made simple. Right? He follows the money. He pulls up all those cases. So you should actually follow Chris too.
I was told we don't put women in jail, Mr. Martaccio. Yeah, wow. When I got full custody of Nathan and she ran, I knew where she was working, which is probably a mile from the courthouse. And I was told straight up, we don't put women in jail, Mr. Martaccio.
Since when? Because I had a judge tell me if I didn't produce my child for visitation, even though the father was drunk all the time, that he was going to, quote unquote, Miss Chaconis, I'm going to put your ass in jail. That's exactly what he said to me.
Oh, listen, I got a buddy. I watched it. And actually, the judge's name was Lipshit. How about that one for a judge's name? And we're giving him a job with a name like that, Lipshit.
Yeah, hello, Lipshits.
So, anyways, this judge sat there and he's raising the fact, Your Honor, you've already overcharged me $3,000 a whole. Sir, if you don't have the $600 in the next 30 days when you return, you will go to jail. So he's still fighting and trying to object. And what does he do? Send him to jail. So what did we have to do? Come up with the money to bail him out.
Come on,
that's called a purge, right? That's what they do here. If you owe money and you don't have it and they put you in jail, they say, let's say you owe $1,200. Well, before you can get out of jail, you have to put up the $1,200 in return. They take the $1,200, send it to child support, and then they release your ass.
Well, aren't they supposed to allow you anything to back pay can be reassigned as an arrearage? So let's just say you owe $10 a week in child support. Until your arrearage is paid off, you owe another $5 on top of it.
Yeah, but they don't do that because that is every judge's, lawyer's, clerk of courts, police officers in the court. That is their retirement fund.
Yeah.
Listen, I've heard of a story where the judge agreed with the attorney. He was allowed in 2010 or 12, somewhere in that area, to charge 10% interest on the money he owed his attorney. How is that possible?
Oh man, it's not. But check this out. I'm gonna put this. I don't remember if we played this on here or not. Bear with me 1 second. Let me pull it up. But wait till you see this video. I don't know if you saw this or not yet, Henry. But I found this. We're gonna actually have this gentleman on the show here. I'm gonna reach out to him. I think this week, this next week coming up, I believe that we're gonna get him on the show with us. But check this out. How this guy breaks this down. This is pretty cool stuff right here. Let me put my shades down here. I can't even see my own website that I would pull up here. CPS breaking news. Look at that. The top of Google. Look at that. Boom. All right. So this is on the website, guys, right here. And I just, bear with me with the menu bar on the top, guys. If you guys have checked out the website and everything, I'm having some problems with that stuff. I'll get to it. But here, check this video out, you guys. This is something else here. This dude. Let me see. Where are we? We are right here. All right.
Hey, buddy. Want to come say good morning to everyone?
Hey, brother. There he is.
Hi, guys. I'm eating breakfast. The rain stopped. Hopefully, we can go swimming today.
Oh, swimming. Where are you guys going? We're swimming.
I'm going to my friend's house in Tiffany. I'm going to look out for the edge of the pool so I don't get hung up when I jump in.
You certainly don't want to get stuck. All right. Is this thing up? You guys see this here? I got to make it bigger, huh? Let's start this over for you guys. Check this. This is really interesting stuff, Henry. I think you'll really like this. Let me get this out of the way here. All right, got that. So here we are there.
We got no voice.
We got a voice. We got a voice. They hear us. Let me see here. Where are you? Where did it go? CPS breaking news. Where are you? There I am. Here's the voice right here.
Therapists, parenting classes, it is a closed contract loop. The judge sends you in, the vendor runs a service, the state cuts the check, the feds reimburse the state, then your agency...
Over here. Oops.
I agree with his statements.
Yeah, wait till you...
Because I think I told you guys previously, I know the attorney that opened up the building and bought the building so that they can have this child reunification center. Imagine that. The attorney that's practicing in the same court that's recommending this. How can it be?
All right, here we go. Check this out.
The surface level of the CPS structure. We'll call that the lobby. Let's move to the next level, a little deeper. We'll call this the back rooms. And the first back room, that's the funding design team, policy architects, Title IV-E administrators, federal compliance officers. These aren't social workers. These are the system builders. Their job is to set the pipeline so that the house always wins. They structure these service plans to loop. They route the CPT billing codes for maximum reimbursement, and they design these plans so that most families fail out before they can complete. And that's not a glitch. That is a perfect design. It's called trauma-based compliance control, where they overload you with appointments, tests, and check-ins. They bill you for every single one, even if you fall behind. Meanwhile, the vendors get paid either way. Foster agencies, drug testers, therapists, parenting classes. It is a closed contract loop. The judge sends you in, the vendor runs a service, the state cuts the check, the feds reimburse the state, then your agency stacks 15 to 20% administrative fees on top of that. That's not support, that is fiscal architecture. And because this system runs on use it or lose it budgets, they keep cases open longer to protect next year's funding. They don't call it that though, they call it service delivery. But wait, there's more. Every note, every missed appointment, every single parent plan feeds into CCWIS. That's the Comprehensive Child Welfare Information System. It's not just a database, it's a data mining operation. The more entries, the more federal tech money flows in. Your trauma becomes compliance analytics. And the higher you go, the further you get away from the family, and the closer you get to the money. Caseworkers make $42,000 to $58,000 a year on average. Supervisors, $65,000 to $80,000. Program directors, $85,000 to $110,000. Policy architects and Title IV-E coordinators, $120,000 and up. They're not reuniting families, they're coding this pipeline. This isn't about safety, it's about a system designed to win by design, and the loss is yours. You're not in a case plan, you're in a revenue looped coded for failure, and the back room already decided that before you ever even walked through the front door. I've got another one coming, soon. Please share this, repost it, like it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, let's see that stuff. Yes.
We got to get him on the show.
Smart guy.
Yeah,
I would.
he's coming on next week.
And he's making the same argument. You're looking at any Title IV funding. Well, for people with disabilities or perceived disabilities, I'm saying, well, where's all their funding? Because it's the same option for them to bill, just like your school systems underneath the 504. Because there is a 504 plans inside of the courthouses. They are getting federal dollars. They without no doubt. And again, where's this money coming to? And I would start objecting. And you can't object. And you got to understand that if they deny, it's part of the ongoing discrimination that immediately, I believe you have the right to remove to a federal court to have this question. But most of all, is the goal is like in Tiff state, Tiff, I would start saying parents start filing ADA complaints of non-compliancy at your legislative level during those administrative hearings that you're going to, right? At the legislative level, you get 20 parents, put yourselves together, individually file. I'm telling you, because my own experience is every time I filed, I'm telling you, I've pissed off so many people. It ain't even funny. People are hanging up the phones on me after I filed complaints. They won't even talk to me. Now the vengeance is coming out because they think they got my back against the wall. You're quite wrong. Keep coming at me. It's called retaliation. It's called coercion. If they're trying to coerce you into say that you're, again, we're going to go back to the pop person earlier. It says they got a license. Yeah. If they're trying to say, oh, no, your doctor's terrible. That's called coercion. Yeah. How can they coerce you into something that, again, that your treatment is XYZ by you and your provider? How can the government step in between that treatment? Do they do that with cancer patients? We know the insurance companies do that because I happen to know somebody right now, and they said, you're damn lucky you just got nailed with cancer at 59, because if you were 60, we don't think you had been covered underneath the insurance.
Wow.
Right. And again, she's got some rare, crazy cancer that she had to go travel to New York to get treatment.
Wow.
And you don't know anymore. And again, that's where, again, and you signed to the dotted line, you agreed. Well, when we walk into court, we agreed to due process. We never agreed as citizens to have anything more than a due process and a right to be heard. So again, if your rights being suppressed, the ADA is the path for you to speak up. And again, it is a billable situation, in my opinion, because again, if you need some kind of tailored treatment for some falsely made up medical problem that is not truly a medical problem and not recognized by your main treatment people, I was just going to use for alternative words, but I was going to say mainstream media, but mainstream doctors, then it's a fabricated disease. And can the government fabricate diseases against you?
They do whatever they want, man. They're crazy. Hey, guys, don't. I hate to cut this off short, Henry, but I think that we got to get Tiff out of here, right? Tiff, don't you have a place to be here?
Well, she's going to call me when she's ready.
Okay. All right.
I
Hey, I
did
have
read
one
this
last
morning.
question because I
Oh,
had
go
something
ahead.
interesting happen to me the other day in court, and obviously, um, it's about recording. Remember how we talked about recordings? I got to dive a little bit more into it. I did a quick, real search on it. My belief is, and again, what AI said to me is, you have the right to record if you believe you're being coerced or intimidated or it's retaliation or it's part of a fraud, that you don't need consent from the other person to record. Have we got any case law that I can take a read on? And again, in regards to recordings of these people, because if we're going to start preaching record, record, record to protect yourself, and again, this is in private settings, this is not in public settings. So if we got anything, I wouldn't mind a good read on that.
You know what? All you got to do is make sure that you put a label up, man. If they go into your house or whatever, then first of all, they're government employees, so they put themselves out there like that. Second of all, if they're in your home, as long as you have your home posted, man, you got freaking, that's why we push for body cams, man.
Oh, absolutely. And again, that's where again, I think we're gonna have to flush this out.
It's actually your First Amendment right. I just looked it up. It says it is your First Amendment right to film in public places, especially where government officials are performing their duties and considered to be extensive. This activity falls under the First Amendment. You can record anybody as long
Right.
as it's
And
public.
what my recordings was on a private home setting, and it was protecting somebody with a disability.
Well, the only thing you have to do in a two-party state is tell the other person that they're being recorded. Like I live in a one-party state. As long as I'm a part of that conversation, I don't have to tell anybody what I'm doing.
Again, I'd like to send you guys something. I just did a quick dive into it while we were in the middle of the hearing, and I sent it back to my attorney. And the funny part is the dumbass judge comes back. Well, I looked up case law underneath phone conversations, and as your phone is being used to record, it kind of makes sense it'd be a phone conversation. Dude, bite me, man. Again, again, I'll send it to you guys in a little bit what I put together. But again, I'm not sure, but I think this would be a real great thing to flush out if we're going to start. Because again, if somebody's trying to, in my opinion, take advantage of you, or you're trying to protect somebody like your child who's being taken advantage of, you don't have to ask consent to record this discrimination.
But it depends on what you can do, how it's admissible in court too. There is that aspect of it. But that's why we sell these signs right here that let people know that they are being recorded. Right here on the bottom.
Right.
These are poster size things, man. Freaking awesome. Put them on your books, everything.
Well, again, you have when you walk into somebody's house, the ring sticker or whatever.
Yep, exactly.
You don't know if there are cameras in the house. You don't know. Again, these are private homes.
Yep.
We can say pretty much everywhere in public is recorded today, including streets for speeding. So, what isn't recorded today?
Yeah. Well, I know one thing that's not. That's my cat outside with a fly strip attached to its tail.
I thought you were going to say something good.
So, of course, I can't find it now because it's in my phone. And anyway, so I'm reading this thing, and I sent it to Darren earlier, that social workers actually fall under the Social Security Administration.
Yes, probably.
No, that's what it said, because that's the only way they get their funding is if they fall under the Social Security Administration.
And so doesn't child enforcement, doesn't that fall into the Social Security Administration too?
Yes.
They get 66 cents in operation costs for every dollar they collect.
In some states for every dollar that they spend, they get $5 back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I sent you
So you're
Chris's
saying
information.
that the CPS falls under SSA?
That's what it said. I can't find it because I can't read it. It's in my phone, but it's what I sent you earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's
we got a busy weekend, guys.
It's really what we need to break apart is if we're not getting the program services and activities that they're being paid for, that's fraud upon the court.
That's exactly what's going on. Do you know that the number one thing for them to get Title IV funding is, Henry? Is
What?
that reunification is the goal. And if second that they stop reunification being the goal, they lose their Title IV funding. And I'll tell you what, they don't ever stop it. And I'll tell you another thing. The only way that you can get a guardian ad litem in the state of Maine and a lot of other states is if the only way that the judge can order a guardian ad litem to be present in that case is if, number one, they are there's an adoption already in play, or number two, a parent's rights are being terminated. So answer me this: how come every time that you start a court case with the CPS, they issue you a guardian ad litem?
Again, immediately right off the bat, and they call it for investigational purposes. I would trigger again. What's the qualifications for that person with a disability?
But you see what I'm saying, right?
It's wrong.
I'm saying that you never stand a chance. They're not giving you that chance to win, because if a GAL is only supposed to be issued by a judge if there's an adoption in play or your rights are being terminated, then why is it that they issue you a GAL all the time right from the get-go? Either the judge is fraudulently doing something, or they never plan on that. But to get Title IV funding, they have to abide by what reunification goal is. If they are not going to reunification, then they're not supposed to get the funding. It's just like in this I have it on the website too, but the Substance Abuse Act, if your kid and your child isn't allowed to go with you when you're doing rehab and all of that stuff, you don't get the funding. There's a whole list of things that they're not doing, man, and that's what we're all arguing here, is that they are just right down the board. So we all need to start flooding our legislators, and this is why we say there's no fixing the system.
I mean, again, I would believe it's FBI, Homeland Security, Doge. Somebody needs to start. And again, that guy Tanoa Dowling, I think he's on the mark. I think Gunner's on the mark. I think we're on the mark. It's just, this is why they're fearing us and trying to shut us down. They screw with you every step of the way. And what I see in every advocacy group is the implode. And I'm wondering, do they purposely put plants in to fuck with us? You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure one of these people out here that act like they're one of our allies are
absolutely.
No doubt about it.
So I just found it because I had to go get my big copy, because you all know I'm blind as a bat. It says Child Protective Service, a division of Social Security. I told you.
Yeah.
It's on page 9, Darren. If you go look for it in the paper that I sent you that you read this morning, it's on page 9. It says then it perpetrates a fraud on the whole system, because that's how they're doing it. That the only way they can get the money is if they're part of Social Security.
I don't know about you, but I thought my Social Security taxes, when I get a paycheck every week, goes to my retirement fund. I didn't realize I'm funding all these other programs.
Yeah, you're getting children kidnapped with that Social Security fund.
Right. And let's dig into it, man. Again, we got month of August and hopefully in September, because that's when legislators come back, and that's where we start at as the attack, because I believe that's the best way is to humiliate these people in public. Yep. And you use their own recordings. Like I said, in my case, I was smart. I was putting 60-page complaints about bills that were being written, and they came up with a law in the following year. Oh no, 5-page max. Bite me, man. I'm still giving you 60 pages because it's unconstitutional, because it's a modification of policies and procedures for people with disabilities. If I have to explain the disabled law to you, which you have an affirmative obligation to know, adhere to, how is this possible that you're only giving me 5 pages to explain it?
Well, they can't put a cap on it.
They do.
But that's your First Amendment right.
They never in the history of our capital put a complaint cap on it, but now they are trying to limit our free speech, because they don't want it known to the public. Because if we could push this as technical guidance or technical information, I look at it as a Sunday paper, because I think all of us should know our fundamental rights as a Sunday paper, because obviously schools are not teaching it anymore. So where are we going to learn it? Right. You have to become a bar member to learn your fundamental rights?
They don't want to teach it, because why would you teach a group of people how to overthrow the government if they don't like what the hell's going on?
Listen, I'm not looking to overthrow the government. I'm looking to correct the government.
We got to tear it
And
down.
I don't know if you guys know, if you know, Tiff, Toll and Roll, Billy just got hammered on for saying, let's burn down the system. So be careful what we say because they're watching. I'm telling you this right now. Every word means everything.
Yeah, well, we're literally not going to burn it down.
Right. And again, figuratively, I get it. And that's the words that we need to always reinforce.
33% of us here have done those things. I'm just saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't you pay your debt to society? It's done.
Hey guys, so we got a big weekend. We got your show tomorrow night, Henry. We got the seminar tomorrow. We got all kinds of Angry Citizen's actually on at noon too. I'm gonna restream what he's got going on. I forget the guy that he's got, but it's gonna be a good thing. Talking about election fraud and things like that. Really good stuff. But you'll be on at noon today. We got all kinds of things going on. So
yeah, let's rock it and roll it, man.
Lots of stuff, man.
I'm telling you, I think we could be some dangerous citizens that are going to bring back the fundamental rights of this country. And again, I only question, leave me alone until I ask for your help.
Hell yeah.
And if I haven't asked for your help, I don't think it should be a public health problem.
Yes. Make us all ADA compliant.
And we'll see everybody tomorrow at 1:00 for the rally, and then Henry at 8 tomorrow.
All right, guys. Henry, we'll be in touch, buddy.
Peace.
Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.
When they first sighted land, they all jumped overboard and swam. They couldn't believe they were living in freedom. The government they once had didn't need them. It was tough during the first days, figuring this strange land. Many grouped together and started a plan. They knew they needed something to keep them in line. This is when they wrote the Constitution, man, it was divine. A bunch of men agreeing never lost their mind. They gave us all our freedom, one amendment at a time. And when they finished writing, 39 men had to sign. We have freedom, you can't take away. The Constitution guarantees that. So take your false authority and go the fuck away. The next 200 years came with a price. A bunch of men and women gave the ultimate sacrifice. They did it for the people alive today. You don't hear very many taking 3 times to say thank you, whoever you are, who gave your life, and for their families left on earth alone for their life. Thank you for your gift, the life that you gave. It lets us live as free men. Oh, glory we will wave. Now we are here in 2025, a year led by selfishness. It's no surprise the government is taking over. It's a friggin' mess. Our kids are being taken by people who must be diseased. Who the hell gave them that power? These actions need to cease. So listen up, you voted officials, we are here to say you need to pay attention to issues, because we aren't going away. We come bearing the Constitution, well recited if we may. We the people is how it begins. The words that follow, you can fill them in, because they are true as they were meant to be. You're taking our freedoms one at a time. No one's paying attention except for us reciting these lines. You don't get to take away the rights we were given. Taking away our children should get you in prison. I'm not messing around, it's no laughing matter. Give our children freedom, or feel your teeth shatter. We are the ones who make the decisions. You lost track of your job, we're here to petition. This is your final chance. America doesn't need to fight a civil war. We just need you politicians to hit the door. So do the right thing and leave this city of Washington, or turn things around, give us something to fall again. Give us back our children, not one at a time. We all want them back home on 49.
We won't stand for corruption. We won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the angry citizen. This is a powerful trio, set out to spread the Constitution. This is a powerful trio, set out to stop the evil CPS.
We won't stand for corruption, and we won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast.